What is global warming? Global warming is the warming of the oceans, land masses, and the atmosphere of Earth. Global warming is caused by the result of the rapid growing of the human population. We have created extreme amounts of carbon dioxide, nitrogen compounds, and sulfur compounds that have increased global warming. Fossil fuel combustion has been a major source of climate change. The major greenhouse gases are water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and CFCs. Certain gases in the atmosphere can absorb the infrared radiation emitted by the surface of the planet and radiate much of it back towards the surface. What effect does global warming have on the Earth's environment, and why is this dangerous? Polar ice caps. Over the next 70 years, the Arctic is predicted to warm by 4 to 7 degrees Celsius. Sea ice will continue to melt and negatively impact the Arctic ecosystem. Fossil fuels are predicted to be under all of the ice. Once the ice melts, the countries will start to drill for these fuels and release more fossil fuels. Glaciers. At this rate, we will have no glaciers by the year 2030. This provides many sources of water for people. Once these glaciers melt, people will be left without a water supply. Sea levels. The water from the melting glaciers and ice sheets on land will add total volume to the ocean water. As it becomes water, water expands. This endangers coastal cities, making them more vulnerable to flooding. Heat waves. Long periods of hot weather are likely to become more frequent. Heat waves cause droughts and damage to crops and need more water for irrigation. Precipitation patterns. Some areas are predicted to have increased rainfall. These areas could have increased flooding, landslides, and soil erosion. Other regions are predicted to receive less rainfall and lead to less crop growth and needing more water. Storm intensity. As temperatures rise, increased hurricanes will become more frequent. These storms are predicted to move more north. What is the evidence for global warming? We're putting carbon dioxide in the air at a ridiculous rate, and the world is getting warmer. You can know this by examining the neutrons in the ice by looking at pollen grains presented in sediments of ponds. You can even determine this by looking carefully at tree rings during warm seasons, cold seasons, or wet seasons. All of these factors can prove that the Earth is getting warmer. Over the past several hundred years, the CO2 ppm count has increased greatly. The average global temperature has also gone up greatly since the year 1880. Recently, the sea levels have changed increasingly and have gone up to about 200 millimeters. What do the skeptics say? The skeptics say that only 36% of geoscientists and engineers believe that humans are creating a global warming crisis. Majority of the people say that nature is the primary cause of global warming or the future warming of our planet. The scientists express the strong belief that climate change is happening, that is the normal cycle of nature, and humans are the main or central cause. They strongly disagree that climate change possesses any significant public risk and see no impact of their personal lives. What is your informed position on global warming? We're on the world's most technically advanced country. If not the most advanced, we are in the top 10. By having a generations of science students which have no awareness of climate change, what we're bringing up to ourselves is nothing but a formula for disaster. The teaching and awareness of climate change is an important factor for our race future and its prosperity. The different states have come together to regulate the emissions of greenhouse gases. General Electric has announced that it would voluntarily reduce its emissions. The company has also invested billions of dollars in research and development designing technologies that can reduce greenhouse gases. Walmart announced that it would push its 100,000 suppliers to reduce their carbon emissions by 20 million metric tons. These active stories on reducing greenhouse gases clearly show the reduction of greenhouse gases reducing global warming. The Kyoto Protocol was an international agreement to reduce global emissions of greenhouse gases for all industrialized countries to 5.2% below their 900 levels by 2012.